worry about. Welcome, everyone. This is Market Fresh, heard each and every week right here on Crush 92.5. I'm your host, Randall White, and I'm just going to take a random guess that if I looked in your car right now in the back seat, there'd be at least one, maybe 2, 3, 4 of those reusable grocery bags strewn about your car, maybe in the trunk. Maybe on the front seat. How about your garage? Is there a drawer dedicated to these in your kitchen? At our house, they're pretty much in all of the locations I just mentioned. And then when we do get to the parking lot, it's like, okay, where are these bags? And you grab them and it's just a big mess. Well, there's a solution on the market now, and it's made locally, and it really almost couldn't be made more locally. We are welcoming the founders of what's known as Kaddysack onto the show right now. Lori Cappel and Jessica Porter join us right now. Great to have you with us.
Thank you.
Yes, and so, don't be afraid of the mics. Just go right into those things. And so I'm guessing that the idea behind this sprouted because of the mess created by the bags in your own car. So, Jessica, go ahead and take us through the idea, the light bulb moment.
Right. Well, so I was one of those people that never really...
Wait, 1 second, sorry. I think you have to put up Patty's mic, or no? Go ahead and talk again.
Hello?
Oh, you know what? We got to plug you in. Sorry about that. We're not used to using that mic on the Market Fresh show. Yeah, and so we had it all set up. There we go. Now we can hear you loud and clear.
Yay.
Here, I'm telling you to get closer to the mic. We didn't even have it set up correctly.
I think I'm going to eat it like a hamburger.
There you go. A well-done hamburger.
Well done.
All right, Jessica, so tell us about the moment when it all happened.
So I was one of those people that, I knew the reusable bag ordinance was coming into effect.
Right.
And I just kind of never dealt with it. Just figured, I'll figure that out when it comes. And so October came, and I was like, oh my goodness, okay, so now I have all these bags. I'm at the grocery store, and it's like clustering up my whole grocery cart. They are tucked under stuff. My purse was jammed up in there. And I just figured there's got to be a better way to go about this whole reusable bag thing.
Right.
And so I came home and I thought about it and kind of molded over in my mind. I'm like, okay, there's something out there that can be done. And luckily I have my good friend, Lori Cappel, sitting here next to me, who also is my neighbor, and I gave her a call and I said, Lori, I have an idea. I don't know what it is. I don't know how we're going to put it together, but between you and I, we're going to figure something out on how to contain these reusable bags, and how to keep it organized, and so how to organize it so that they stay organized in your car.
Right.
And then once you get to the grocery store, you can hook them onto the end of your grocery cart, and they're out of your way, they're organized, and they can be bagged or grabbed out to bag really easily.
So did Lori grab a bottle of wine and run over so you guys could brainstorm?
Actually, that's exactly what happened.
Exactly what happened.
There was a huge bottle of Eberly wine involved.
Eberly,
Yes.
that's great. They're a sponsor. Okay, yeah.
And I just so happened to have a sewing machine and be somewhat dangerous with it. So we cut out a pattern, and the rest is sort of history. We played with a couple prototypes, which still work great today, and we had it down. So every time we would take our little prototypes, it started out as just a project, a little craft project, and we would head into the grocery stores, and immediately we would get stopped in the store. I mean, the attention we were getting was kind of funny. And we got encouragement from the baggers who actually said, this is fantastic. I wish everybody did this.
Really?
Yeah. Which was pretty neat.
That is cool. And so give us the general, for people that are listening on the radio, verbally, kind of explain how it's laid out.
Sure. So it's basically a 12 by 14 or so bag, and it has the difference between this and a regular bag. It's actually all handmade and hand stitched. We pick creative fabrics from local stores here, and they have some hooks that are very similarly resembling shower curtain hooks.
Oh yeah,
that you'd slide into the back where it can hook onto the neck rest of your car, and you can actually grab it by a easily attached strap and transfer it to the front of your grocery cart. So our little tagline is from car to cart.
And you can, so like on the passenger seat, you could have it hanging behind the seat.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Full of all your
Or
bags.
in the front. I have mine hanging on the passenger seat because I don't have a passenger very often. I have little kids and they're in the back.
Oh, right.
So I don't often have a passenger. So mine's hooked on the front of the passenger seat where I see it, it's in my vision, and I don't forget to grab it and take it to the store.
Because that's the thing all the time. You get in and you're like, I got to run back out,
Yeah. The out of sight, out of mind thing is, I think, one of everybody's biggest struggles with with the reusable bag ordinance, or at least in the ramping up stage since it's new, remembering them every time, because the baggers also said we really appreciate this because people actually don't necessarily just say, okay, fine, I'll buy new bags. They say, hold on, I'm going to run out to my car, hold the line, and I'm going to go get all my bags from the trunk right now.
That's got to be fun if you're you're like, oh yeah, no, because we have nothing else to do, so go ahead and run out to your car. And so it's clear just looking at these that they're well made. We all know nowadays when you go to a bargain store or whatever and you grab this stuff and it just, you can just, the minute you grab it or even looking at it, you can tell this is going to fall apart in no time. Yeah. So do you literally hand sew all of these?
Lori and I, we go out and buy all the fabrics, like she said, at the local fabric stores. And then we do all, with our pattern, we do all the cutting. And then there's a interfacing that we iron in to give it like a hardy, more sturdy frame. Yeah. So we do all that. And then there's a local gal in Atascadero, because just by how many we're doing now, we could not keep up with all that sewing. Plus, on top of this, Lori and I are both moms and have careers. You know, we both have full-time jobs, so we needed some extra help. And so there's a gal in Atascadero that zips up the sewing part, which she does wonderful, and then she gives them back to us, and then we continue with the grommeting and the hooking and the strapping, the finished parts to it.
Well, you're both clearly very stylish and fashionable, and then you can tell by the prints and stuff that you've picked for the different bags. Is each one unique? Or do you have like a few different styles?
That's kind of our trouble, is because we go to the fabric stores and we're like, oh, we like that. Oh, we like that. Oh, those are so cute. And then we get out to we're trying to actually hone it in where we have less choices and try to simplify, so that if we take it to, a grocery store or something that we don't have we have 50 different options. Which one do you like? We're trying to kind of hone it in a little bit.
You're in the midst, if I understand this correctly, Lori, of putting a website together. Right now you have a vibrant Facebook page that people can go to, but your website, eventually will people be able to order through the website?
Yeah, that might be the best plan, but they are available already in local stores here on the Central Coast. So that's what we're getting most of it through word of mouth, via email, through our Facebook requests, and through local stores. We have them available at 6 stores to be exact.
Yeah,
we have
name those.
Everly and Paso Robles. They have them in their tasting room.
Oh, yeah, we were just in the tasting room. I should have looked for them.
Yeah.
I couldn't see much by the time I was done there.
We also have them here in San Luis at Simply Mama. We have them at Among Friends in Cambria, Mollywogs in Templeton, and Admire and Caltans in Atascadero. So those are local places to pick them up. But of course, we take requests right through our Facebook page until our website's up and running. We think that's our best route.
And we have a big bonus for people who are listening right now. Just about everybody's on Facebook. It's so easy to click a like button. So if people go to your Facebook page right now, and it's a good I love these sort of local entrepreneurial spirit projects like you have going on. So if we can just get the first 10 people to go to the page and like it, because you knew where you were at when you walked in here, and so you'll just count 10 up from there and put those names in a bag and draw one, they get themselves a free Kaddysack bag.
Yeah, it's Kaddysack spelled with a K. So facebook.com/Kaddysack with a K, Kaddysack. And then you can, put in a tag word such as Market Fresh.
Yeah, oh, there you go. Yeah, so they can say something on your wall say Market Fresh, and then that'll enter them into the contest.
Perfect.
Good idea. Yeah. I like that. Yeah,
that's why I have her.
You guys work so well together. That's fantastic. They always say never go into business with friends.
Oh, no. I never heard that. Uh-oh.
Well, it's working very well with us. Yeah, it's working for us so far. My good friend Anthony running the audio over here. It's not always a bad thing.
It's going really well. I don't think it could be any smoother.
Right.
I'm so happy to hear that. So when you first... I almost knocked over my tea there. When you first had them hanging over your cart and there was a lot of buzz and stuff, now do you find yourself in the store and you see somebody else with one of your Kaddysacks on the cart?
It's starting.
I was driving down the road and my daughters, of course, because Lori and I are doing this at home, and thank you to our husbands and our families who put up with us.
Gromming in the middle of the night.
Yeah. My daughter, we were driving her to school one day and we passed a car and she's like, Mom, there goes a Kaddysack, because she saw it hanging in their front little passenger seat. So yeah, it's kind of fun to start to see them out and about, because we are getting quite a few more out there now. So it's fun. It's exciting. It's like, oh, okay, yay.
That is really cool. It's sort of like when you buy a new car.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, all you see on the roadway are those cars. So now people, when they get the winner of the Caddysack, will now start to see these Caddysacks everywhere. Hopefully, because I think it's a great idea. And your timing couldn't be better. They're debating in Sacramento right now to make it a statewide bag ban.
Yeah,
Correct.
I just saw that, and I was doing a little bit of research in preparation for coming on to talk about some of that. So that's pretty exciting.
So how about when L.A. and Santa Clara, some of the huge population centers, find out about this, and you've already got the ball rolling because you live in a county that preceded the rest of the state.
Exactly.
And so you'll already have that online presence. So when people search, there you are. Let's hope.
Yeah.
Yes, I hope so.
You'll have to give us an update a year from now.
Yeah.
And let us know. So Jessica Porter and Lori Cappel, founders of Caddysack, right there in North County. Best of luck to you. Don't forget to go to their Facebook page, facebook.com/Caddysack with a K. Oh, by the way, was it Caddyshack? Was that the inspiration?
Kind of.
Okay. We're out of time, but I was just curious about that. You're listening to Market Fresh. We're back with the Street Report in just a shake.
It's Market Fresh.